From Marvel Studios and Universal comes the second movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe that we're doing an honest trailer for because Infinity War is coming out. We've already done all the other MCU movies, and Black Panther isn't on Blu-ray yet. The Incredible Hulk. Meet Bruce Banner. No, not the one people like. Who's that? He never played the Hulk, did he? No, you know the one I'm talking about. The Death to Smoochie guy. There he is. Ed Norton shines as the first Marvel actor to show off how many crunches he did for the part. Abs. And he's bringing his incredible range to a role that has him act like he's on Xanax.
I know a few techniques could help you manage that anger very effectively.
Zip it.
While off camera, he's bringing his incredible ego to a full rewrite of the script under the fake name Edward Harrison. Do you want to get Terrence Howarded? Because that's how you get Terrence Howarded. Join Bruce for a story where he runs away from the military, runs away from the military, and runs away from the military again. But sometimes when his little Fitbit thingy hits 200, he'll turn into the Hulk, an unstoppable rage monster that's actually a huge danger to the entire planet, the economy of Brazil, and all of Harlem.
Oh, jeez.
Yeesh, I'm glad he flew off to not Planet Hulk. There wouldn't be an Earth left for Thanos to punch.
Not
Before Gwyneth Paltrow took a 4-year hiatus, and before Natalie Portman took an indefinite absence,
mutual dumping.
Liv Tyler dropped off the face of the MCU without so much as an Easter egg. Stand and smile as the actress spends most of the movie standing and smiling as she doesn't get anything or even anyone to do.
I can't get too excited.
Not even a little excited.
You've always wanted to see the Hulk match up against a villain that could equal his powers. Well, too bad, because he's fighting the skinny British guy from Reservoir Dogs. He's a decorated veteran with zero personal connection to Bruce Banner and zero threat to the Hulk. But when he shoots himself full of tainted Captain America juice, he'll turn into one of the most forgettable monsters in the MCU.
The mixture could be an abomination.
That was so bad, he got his ass kicked all the way into Batman v Superman. Go back to the days before Marvel had this whole universe thing on autopilot, where our nerd boners would only get little tastes of fan service. A sequel was only lightly implied instead of blatantly setting up 5 more movies. With its post-credit scene before the credits.
What if I told you we were putting a team together?
And didn't make $1 billion. Oh, that's like Green Lantern money. Ugh.
No, I know what it's like. Not about the expectations.
So strap in for this odd sequel, requel, reboot, origin movie that's better than we give it credit for, because whatever you think about the film itself, it gave us Mark Ruffalo-Hulk.
Beauty God.
And paved the way for Ed Norton to join Wes Anderson's Fancy Boy Cinematic Universe. Oh man, I cannot wait for the Royal Tenenbaums to fight Steve Zissou in Budapest Hotel Infinity Floor. Okay, Green Goblin, nobody pushes out Flash Thompson in this quirky hotel and gets away with it.
Oh my
Starring, I Am Jack's departure due to creative differences. Iggy Pop, Lyca Ross. Y'all got an Iron Man suit that needs voicing? And Teenage Mutant Ninja Heroin Addict. The Disposable Hulk.
¿Dónde estoy?
En Guatemala.
Yeah, it's probably not the first time a white guy got so hammered in Brazil he woke up half naked in Guatemala. Spring Break 97, woo!
So you have a Hulk script for me? Yes, sir, I do. And since a Hulk movie came out just a couple of years ago, we're gonna speed through all the origin stuff and just have him start out in hiding. Oh, so this is a sequel? Yeah, except all the actors and the style and the tone and a bunch of story elements are all different now. So it's like a reboot, except it kind of picks up where the last one left off. So it's like a requel or a C-boot or like a C-re. What was that? Oh, Apple is letting me test run some of their new software. No thank you, Siri. So anyway, yeah, Bruce has been hiding out in Brazil and trying to avoid hulking out. So he stays away from commotion and tries to remain calm. Exactly. Very smart. And he also gets a job in a chaotic factory jam-packed with aggressive people. What? We're also gonna see him do a bunch of exciting stuff like shirtless yoga and shirtless breathing exercises. Watching people breathe is tight. Oh yeah, and that's an activity you can do pretty much anywhere. I like watching people breathe while they sleep. Oh, that's super creepy. Yeah. Anyway, so some bad guys want to track down the Hulk so they can weaponize him. That kind of sounds like the bad guy's motivation in the Iron Man movie we're working on. Oh, should I change it? It's probably fine. I mean, there's gonna be a time gap between the release of the two films, so people won't mind. How big of a gap? 1 month? That should do it. Great. Anyway, so a bunch of soldiers are gonna shoot at the Hulk, but he's like bulletproof, so it doesn't do anything. Oh, so they realize that the guns are pointless and it's useless to shoot him with them? No, they're gonna keep shooting at him with bullets throughout the entire movie. They don't learn a thing. Wow, huge waste of ammo, but what are they gonna do, not shoot him? So anyway, the entire movie's gonna be Bruce trying to avoid being captured by the military. Isn't that kind of what happened in the first Hulk movie? People thought that was kind of drawn out and boring. Yeah, people did say that movie was kind of long, but this one's gonna be shorter. Oh, how much shorter are we talking? 3 minutes. Oh, fantastic. Anyway, we're also gonna do a thing where Bruce wants to go visit his girlfriend at a university, but everyone's on high alert because the military knows he might try to get in touch with her. Oh wow, so it's gonna be tough for him to sneak in there. Actually, super easy, barely an inconvenience. Oh really? Yeah, he just gives pizza to 2 different guys and that solves all his problems. Using pizza for stealth purposes is my 3rd favorite way to use pizza. We're also gonna have a scene where Bruce is about to bang, but he has to stop himself because if he gets too aroused, he'll turn into the Hulk. Wow, feels pretty unnecessary to include that. Oh yeah, it's super unnecessary, and we're gonna make everyone picture an aroused Hulk. Oh, I hate that that image is in my brain right now. Yeah, it burns. So what else happens in the movie? Well, we're gonna have a bad guy turn into a bad version of the Hulk, and they're gonna have a big CGI fight. Wow, that is exactly what we're gonna do in the Iron Man movie. Wow, thank God they're coming out a month apart. Well, actually, I think the bad guy with similar powers thing is gonna be something that's gonna come back a lot in the MCU. Great. So what else happens? Well, some of Bruce's blood is gonna fall into the open wound of this scientist guy, and he's gonna start to transform into a monster too. Oh, where's that gonna go? Nowhere. But like in a sequel or something? Not even. Well, okay then. And at the end, we're gonna have a thing where Bruce is meditating again. So fun to watch. And then he's gonna open his eyes and look directly into the camera, and his eyes are green, and he's gonna smile. Why? Because movies do that sometimes. But what does it mean? Can he control the powers now? Maybe, I don't know. Movies do this though. How did that happen? Look, I just want the main character to look directly into the camera and smile. We don't have to overthink it. Well, okay then. So what do you think? It sounds like a lot of fun. I mean, I don't know how anyone could dislike this script. Well, great.
He hated it himself. The Incredible Hulk. This is one that I was actually really looking forward to when they were doing it. Universal, obviously, mainly, but with Marvel in conjunction. But it's one of those movies where it's like, you enjoy it when it's on, and it's actually a fun movie. But it also feels totally separated from the rest of the MCU, like absolutely separated from the MCU. Only thing that really holds things a little bit together, is General Ross showing up in Civil War and, I think, 1 or 2 other movies in the MCU. So he's kind of holding things together a little bit there. Outside of that, it's really forgettable. It's overall just really forgettable. It does the same thing that a lot of these movies do, obviously, which is just kind of have a villain that has the same powers, and he comes and he fights the villain, still loses, but it's always the same thing. I think that's one reason Killmonger and even Loki were so popular compared to a lot of the villains in these films, because they were different. They had better motivations. They weren't just copies or mirrors of the hero in the film. Even though Killmonger ends up being a mirror of Black Panther with his suit. That's just what that is. But with this movie, like, I'll watch it. If it's on, I'll watch it. Because it's Marvel. I'm going to watch it anyway. And I have the DVD, actually. But I'll watch it. I'll check it out. It's a fun movie, but it has its flaws. And then again, in addition to that, it doesn't feel like it even fits within this MCU. And obviously, they've changed to Mark Ruffalo, and we love him. He's great. Will he ever get his own movie? Probably not. But I think they're using Hulk the right way, the way they have been. So we'll see if there's a future that's there for Hulk in any additional movies as like a, either a cameo or a mentor figure to someone. Who knows? That's a possibility. But overall, those are just my thoughts. Which of these two were the best? Honest Trailer or Pitch Meeting? They were actually really both funny. I'm surprised. I thought Honest Trailer I might have to give the edge, but Pitch Meeting was also very, very good. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you are subscribed already though, thank you guys so much for coming back each and every day, watching these videos with me. Let me know what else you want to see. I'm starting to incorporate Ryan George's videos as well from his own channel. So that's another piece that we're going to add into here. But I want to try some new stuff too. So let me know what you guys are looking for and what you want to see. Also, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe if you like this content. Check it out. There's a few options where you can do that. And I hope that you really enjoy your stay here. Before you go though, like this video, share it with someone if you think they'd enjoy the content. And lastly, check out some of our other Versus reaction videos. We have a whole playlist with some of those videos. Predator, Willy Wonka. We've got a bunch of different ones in there. So check that out. You can also check out the Twilight Breaking Dawn pitch meeting reaction, which is one of the funniest that Ryan George has done so far for Screen Rant. So check that out. But if you've seen all that already, then as always, I'll see you in the comments.